Hey, I want to talk about the Anthony Rendon situation a little bit. I know that was little difficult to see, a little crazy. I kind of understand where he's coming from there. I would never touch somebody, but to interact with a fan, like I've done it before. I've I've had interactions, but what have you gotten out of that? And have you talked to him about the whole situation?
We have, and you're right, Frazier. I mean, we've all been in that situation. We've all, maybe made some mistakes as far as interacting with fans. I know I have. I'm sure AJ has somewhere along the line. It's just my guess, but
I never grabbed
I think
anybody, but wanted to.
In fact, I think there was an incident in San Francisco, wasn't it? You didn't touch anybody, but there was birds.
I just
flying
gave him
around.
the old
Yeah, there you
that
go.
finger.
You had an itch on your
I had
eyebrow?
an itch, right? And I got called into the office the next day by Sabian. He's like, "What is this?" And I go, "I had an itch." And he goes, "I don't know if that's an itch. We need to scratch."
Did you get in trouble?
Yeah.
Not publicly.
Not publicly. Okay.
Not publicly.
Well, the situation with Anthony, and I think he's a very misunderstood guy. Being around him over the last year, there's a lot of leadership qualities that have come out. He was injured most of last year. He chose to stay with us as a group and really became kind of a leader of this team. Through his voice, through his actions. I know he's heard all the adjectives about him. He's not on the field. He doesn't care. I couldn't disagree with that more. First off, you don't win playoff MVPs unless you care about this game. You care about your teammates. He wants to win. He's been a great part of this from the beginning of spring training. It was an unfortunate incident where two people they ended up talking a couple of days later. I was around him when it happened, and Anthony felt terrible. The fan felt terrible, and I'll leave it at that. They had a great conversation. Anthony actually came up, took his jersey off, and went back down to talk to the guy because he did feel bad about what actually happened. He's sensitive to the fact when people talk about his, some injuries and things that he's had, and he's ready to go. Unfortunately, he took 98 off the tip of the shoulder yesterday from 2 days ago from Romano, so he's a little banged up right now. But he's going to be fine. He told me this morning he wants to play tonight. The one thing I love about Anthony is he knows how to play the game. You put him in the lineup, the at bat you're going to get. His baseball intellect, his instincts are better than anybody on the field when he's out there. So we need him. He knows that. The players really rally around him. They love him. He's just somebody in the clubhouse that you flock to, and I think it's a big misconception of who Anthony Rendon is.
Are you and Aaron Boone still tight? Because you guys were best friends. You're pretty much
Yeah,
best friends.
Yeah,
you're still tight, even though it didn't work out.
Oh yeah. It's
okay, good. No, I was hoping you would say that. I didn't want you to say no. We hate each other now. We're gonna fight you and Kapler.
We probably talk. I would guess on an every other day basis. Especially through spring training because we spent 4 of those together. We lived in houses right next door to each other, watching The Bachelorette every Monday night and watching old highlights of us every other night. Did I say that out loud?